Welcome to Global City Guide, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most incredible winter festivals around the world. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Global City Guide and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at all the most interesting celebrations that happen during the wide expanse of wintertime. Number 10. Reykjavik Winter Lights Festival, Iceland. Each year, in early February, people flock to Reykjavik, Iceland's capital city, to experience the Winter Lights Festival. Deep in the Icelandic winter, at this time of year, the days are still quite short, though the shortest days occur in December, so it makes sense that people want to bring a little more light into their lives across multiple days. At the beginning of that month, Reykjavik is illuminated by many bright installations, with stunning lights visible across the city. The celebration is joined by many organizations and groups bringing together all aspects of Icelandic life in a wonderful togetherness. It celebrates the lengthening of the days as the country heads towards long summer sunshine. Number 9. Sapporo Snow Festival, Japan. Blue Japan is a generally warm country. Its second largest main island, Hokkaido, sees plenty of snow and has long been a popular winter destination. Each February, Hokkaido's capital city Sapporo holds this snow festival, which traditionally plays host to vast, elaborate snow and ice sculptures, as well as lots of light displays. Entire buildings and shrines can be erected out of the snow here, making the festival extremely popular with tourists from both within Japan and elsewhere. There aren't many places in the world where so much snow can be relied upon to provide intricate structures like this, or that have such good transport links to make them easy to visit, which is why the Sapporo Snow Festival is so unique. It lasts for an entire week and primarily happens in Odori Park, though you can see the sculptures in some other parts of the city as well. Number 8. Guy Fawkes Night, UK. Also commonly known as Bonfire Night, the 5th of November each year in the UK, has some interestingly macabre roots. The highlight of the festivities are the fireworks. Contentious as they may be, they light up the sky usually for many days around the 5th as different people hold their celebrations on different evenings. It commemorates the unsuccessful attack on King James I and the notorious gunpowder plot, in which barrels of gunpowder were said to be used to blow up the Houses of Parliament with the king inside in 1605. Bonfires were lit up and down the country at the time to celebrate the news that the attempt had failed. The most famous conspirator was of course Guy Fawkes, effigies of whom are still burned at some celebrations. It's a grisly night of fun. Number 7. Las Fias, Spain. Coming in mid-March, Las Fias de Valencia is one of the most temperate winter festivals out there, but there are plenty of places in the world where winter time doesn't automatically mean snow and cold. Whether Las Fias is unique to Valencia and is one of the most culturally significant events in the Spanish calendar, with many groups of dedicated volunteers working year-round to fundraise for the next festival, all to ensure that each is more spectacular than the last. It comes originally from a tradition celebrating the beginning of spring, but has morphed over the years to involve burning ninjas. These ninjas are satirical dolls of celebrities and politicians, which are burned in a massive display after appearing in a parade. The party goes on for days, and you'll definitely want to stick around until the end so you can see the bonfires. Number 6. Christmas, possibly the most widely celebrated holiday in the world. There are still many traditional celebrations of Christmas time that bring magic to the festive season, those celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Late December festivities also come from other celebrations surrounding the winter solstice. Christmas is Santa's time to bring joy and a season of merriment and food that is celebrated in various ways, generally throughout North America and Europe. Some traditional Christmas dinner foods include not only turkey, but also goose, once eaten in Britain. and still in Germany Christmas, tamales in Mexico, oysters in France and even carp in Austria. There are also traditional Christmas markets throughout Europe and many still attend midnight mass on Christmas Eve. Number 5. Mardi Gras USA. Fat Tuesday lands in February or March each year, and is traditionally a celebration before the period of Lent begins in the Christian calendar, since Lent is the period where you cut back on something or fast completely. If you're particularly devout, it's a time for some to go all out, particularly so in Louisiana, and nowhere celebrates this now mostly non-religious holiday better than Mardi Gras in New Orleans, which annually hosts one of the biggest parties in North America. He will make the pilgrimage to New Orleans for the festivities every single year, enjoying the riotous parties and hedonism, not to mention trying to collect as many beads as possible. Despite its sometimes R-rated reputation, however, there are activities for people of all ages, from kid-friendly parties and a famous parade with its bright, colorful floats. Number 4. Diwali, India. A festival of lights. Diwali is held each year during the Hindu month Kartika, which means it usually lands in October or November. It originates from South Asia, specifically India, but is celebrated throughout the subcontinent and also in countries with large populations of South Asians. Because Diwali is celebrated by Hindus, Jains and Sikhs, it celebrates slightly different things and different deities. Some places worship Lakshmi, for instance, and others Kali, but it's also associated with Rama returning home with his new wife. There are feasts and festivities and lots of lights, candles and illumination, as well as plenty of firework displays. Some traditional dishes popular for the occasion include sweetmeats like mithai, as well as many lentil dishes and countless curries. Number 3. The Carnival of Venice, Italy. People flock to northern Italy to see the vivid and iconic Venetian masks and costumes during the Carnival de Venezia. Like Mardi Gras, it's also generally used to mark the beginning of Lent, but has a very unique place in Venetian culture, celebrating a military victory all the way back in 1162. At its heart, it's a celebration of all things Venice, in this most beautiful city, and really if you visit Venice at any time of year, you're still going to see lots of masks and costume performers. There are events during the carnival to teach tourists how to make their own mask, to really get hands-on with the festivities. Perhaps the highlight of the carnival is the many boat parades where people gather along the bridges and shores to watch decorated boats and gondolas sail by at all times of day. Number 2. Rio de Janeiro Carnival, Brazil. It's not only the biggest carnival in Brazil, or the biggest carnival in the Americas. No, Rio's carnival is the biggest anywhere in the entire world. That's why it's an absolutely unmissable part of the winter calendar. Yet again, we have a big holiday generally marking the days before Lent begins, but the carnival has taken on a life of its own. It's world-renowned for its flamboyance and spectacle, lasting for 5 days until it finally wraps up on Ash Wednesday each year. This means that it also falls in late February or early March. It wasn't always tangentially Christian either, having its roots in Roman celebrations of hedonistic Greek gods. It famously features parade floats, elaborate costumes, and some of the best music and dancing anywhere on Earth. Number 1. Harbin International Ice and Snow Festival. Even more spectacular than the Sapporo Snow Festival, the Harbin International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival happens each January in the Chinese province of Heilongjiang, which is China's northernmost region. It's regarded as the biggest snow and ice sculpture festival anywhere in the world, with some absolutely incredible ice sculptures, all illuminated with elaborate lights, that draw almost 20 million guests each year. It's been held since 1963, offering icy renditions of the world's most famous landmarks, which can include the Taj Mahal, the Roman Colosseum, and the Great Sphinx. And the best part is it's different every time, which is a perfect excuse for its fans to go as often as they can. It's like walking through a theme park made entirely of ice. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Global City Guide, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.